Isn't that amazing? Because progress breeds intrigue.
Yes.
It attracts. When someone is developing, when someone is growing, or an organization specifically shifts into a new model that allows people to thrive, that allows productivity to go through the roof, for people to be fulfilled, it attracts. And from a corporate point of view, that's going to attract the right team.
Absolutely.
To not just come in and be a part of a bigger dream, but to come in and find who they are in the midst of that dream.
Yes.
And that is a powerful insight to fulfillment. And so, I'm so excited because I know this book's going to change not just individuals, but corporations and even culture. And so that's a powerful contribution. I would really encourage anyone that has any intrigue, because anyone that's leaning into this conversation, they're curious. They're the character in this book. That's any one of us reading, because I want to be learning till the day I die. Yes. I want to be developing. I want to be growing. I want to be evolving and finding, hey, what I always love at the end of a year to stop and go, what did I do really well? What did I absolutely crush it at? And where did I come up a little short? Where was I deficit in certain facets of either my personality, my personal interior mindset, my execution of different business deals or staff or team? Where can we grow? And where can I grow? And it's just such that invites curiosity, so that all of us can revisit that and look, okay, what area in my life have I not yet mastered? So let's dive down here, because we've just been discussing these 4 characters with curiosity. We've been talking about resilience in the workplace. So let's take the tip of this conversation and look into the workplace, because within the workplace you have men and women, different perceptions of this whole experience around resilience. And so you've done this amazing institutional study on resilience in the workplace. Yes. Let's talk about what women are experiencing, finding, and perceiving inside the workplace around resilience.
What was amazing to us in our research is when women talk about resilience, they talk about resilience from a standpoint of growth and vulnerability. When men talk about resilience, it is about problem solving. It is about taking the mountain. It's about grit. It's about go, go, go. So what happens is, in an organization, when you're talking about how do we become more resilient, we have to lean into how is this person's perspective weighing into where we need to go, and how do we honor where they are and build a bridge from where they are to where we want to go.
So good.
So that means, number one, men have to understand there's a difference between selective hearing and authentic listening when they're working with the opposite sex.
Wow.
Because they have to say, okay, how do I become vulnerable without losing who I am? And then how does she also understand grit, perseverance, problem solving without losing who she is? And when we honor both, we meet in the middle and we build a bridge that allows us to get to a solution that allows the organization to thrive and fulfill their strategic plan.
That's powerful, because there's been such a set, rigid model template that really has just catered to a single idea or concept, and everyone's had to shape up or get out. And so what you're really doing is you're highlighting the need of, like, and it seems elementary, but it's not. It's actually very deep, and it's very, very significant that there's different needs. It's not just perceptions, it's needs. It's needs to be understood. It's need to even understand myself. Because sometimes in trying to work with team, we lose ourselves, and that's where we lose resilience. We have to know ourselves to be able to step into an authentic relationship in the workplace and have that resilience and understand others. I can't work with others, otherwise all I'm going to do is be that people pleaser. Which is a counterintuitive. It's a it's a negative.
We have to drop a pin right there in what you said. So when I'm understanding others, I move from rational commitment to emotional commitment. Rational commitment is I do what I do because I have to do it. I have to listen to you, Andrew, because I went to the class, I went to the session, they gave me an executive coach, and all this pressure is being put on leaders and middle management. You got to make sure you're listening to people. Okay, that's very nice. But emotional commitment
Yeah.
is I'm doing it because I want to.
So good.
And when you have that want to, it's in that moment where you create that high quality connection that causes both of us to spiral up.
Yeah. And that's that cross-pollination.
Yes.
Where every vision and mission in the room actually is given supply to be everything it can be. Like I know when you and I spend time together, we both always come away with vision and enthusiasm and personal momentum. We speak into each other's projects and goals and tasks and assignments. We offer advice, we offer encouragement, and there's just when you're around someone that's going somewhere, you feel like you want to go somewhere. When you're around people that just are dedicated to a very low frequency of existence, it does something to you. It causes you to it almost steals your inspiration.
So I got a secret to share with you.
Come on.
I can't believe I'm revealing it. Every time we've ever met, I have a digital diary on my phone.
Wow.
And when we hang up from talking on the phone or Zoom or face to face, I write down, what did I just learn from you?
Wow.
What did I take away? What were the highlights? And I share it with Jody, my wife. And I was like, okay, here's what I heard Andrew say, and this is what it meant, and here's what I'm going to do. Because you are such a deep well. And the well that you drink from and draw from, it's the well that you eventually become.
That's right.
So
You become what you behold.
That's it. That's totally it.
Yeah.
So when I share with Jody, I'm like, I walked away with so much belief
Right.
and possibility and hope because I didn't talk. I just listened and let you get into a flow. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I never heard that before. I didn't know that. Like you're reading something, you saw something, and I capture it. So I keep coming back to it.
Wow.
Because you exchanged with no agenda.
Right.
And not looking for anything in return.
Right.
You were just being who you were in the moment.
Yeah.
And when I show up to honor you and your humanness with no agenda,
Right.
my cup that may be empty is full.
Right.
And you're pouring out and you are saying things through the power of serendipity. You didn't know I needed to hear something because you are listening between the sentences.
Right.
And when you are listening between the sentences, your spirit is picking up on what I need in that moment.
Right.
That's causing me to flourish
Right.
and to receive this serendipitous impartation
Right.
that allows me to be a better human being.
Right. And that's a mutual feeling because the person that doesn't have someone that can call them higher has almost no hope of ever climbing. And when you are around people, it may be that we're climbing different peaks, but we can call out to each other from those peaks. It may be that your trajectory is in a certain industry or type of career, and mine is in. But because there is a similitude of assignment and focus and momentum, the language is the same. That's why you can put, a whole bunch of very successful people in the room, maybe from completely different industries, and the connection will be there because they have dedicated to themselves to the future, not just to today. And that's a powerful thing. And so when you and I are there, you just feel the electricity. It doesn't matter where we talk. We've met in all kinds of places, different parts of the world now. Yeah. And whenever we sit down and talk, you can just feel the atmosphere become electric.
Totally.
Because it's almost like this creative dynamite that's ready to go off and pull us into another season or another idea. And I think that's the power of creativity that's released when inspiration and resilience has been embraced, and it just gets released and it invites people. It's the curiosity thing coming all the way back around. It invites people. You've shared things with me where you're going down certain roads and I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's an amazing way of seeing that or doing that. And it invites me to expand the horizon of my life, growing my life. And it's just this constant, like there's this proverb that says, as iron sharpens iron, so does a man sharpen the countenance of his friend.